Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about Ahruf and Qiraat. Very difficult topics in Islam. Muslim scholars never agreed upon anything, especially this too. And this topic what destroys Islam as well. Because the topic is very problematic. Let us take a look at Sahih Muslim, hadith number 819a. Ibn Abbas reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Gabriel taught me to recite in one style. I replied to him and kept asking him to give more, till he reached 7 modes. This is a very strange, I never heard anything like this in different, religion. Let's say Moses was given a revelation from God, and then he he kept asking God to give him different modes of revelation. That's very strange. What for and why? 4 years ago, I made a video about this, where the Uthman burns 6 Ahruf. This is the time when Yasir Qadi was interviewed by Muhammad Hijab. And Yasir Qadi was openly saying this topic is very problematic. He did not want to discuss it in public. But Muhammad Hijab kept pressing him. This is a a question by someone on islamka.info. Let us read. I have read that during the third Caliph Uthman, a committee under the supervision of Zayd ibn Thabit has been ordered to make an official editorship of the whole Quran. But this Uthmanian text did not give yet a uniform reading. A uniform reading. If people do not know Qiraat or Ahruf, they don't understand the question. The question will confuse them, especially if you are not a Muslim. Because what do you mean by different reading? Because as you all know, um, when you recite the Quran, you have a way to sing it. Is that what it means? Or different wording? Which one is it? We don't know. I showed this hadith several times, but let me show you one now. Just this is because this is related to it. When Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman came back from traveling, he went to Uthman. He said, people from different Muslim provinces, they recite Quran differently. So Uthman called Zayd ibn Thabit and borrowed a Quran from Hafsa, the daughter of Umar, and asked Zayd ibn Thabit, with the help of Abdullah bin Zubair, Said ibn al-As, and Abdurrahman bin Harith bin Hisham, to make perfect copies from that Quran. In case if you disagree with Zayd ibn Thabit on any point in the Quran, then write it in the dialect of the Quraysh. Now even more confusing. What dialect? This is very strange. So is it one Quran? And then if there's a verse they don't agree upon, and then they will have to write it in the dialect of the Quraysh, or one word they don't agree upon, and then they can write that word, specific word, in the dialect of the Quraysh, or what? Very confusing. But we all know, sorry, let me go back one more. But we all know one thing we can agree upon from this reading, Uthman approved only one copy, not seven, not five, right? And also, this is also related. Al Bukhari 4999, Abdullah ibn Amir mentioned Abdullah ibn Masud and said, I shall ever love that man, for I heard the Prophet saying, take the Quran from four: Abdullah bin Masud, Salim, Mu'adh ibn Jabal, and Ubay ibn Ka'b. Why am I showing this hadith? Because I have a question. Do they know one mode only, or seven modes? Or how many modes do they know? Each of them. When we have reading like this, when we read something like this, we assume they have only, well, they only know one mode. Now, for you who do not have any clue about Ahruf and Qiraat, let me give you, let me show you. So maybe it will help you a little bit. According to Islamic tradition, the Quran was revealed to Muhammad in seven Ahruf. Ahruf is plural, means styles. So let me explain what I think. What Ahruf is. It's like English. In English, let's say in UK, the English will say, "How do you do?" In Canada, people will say, "How are you doing?" In USA, people will say, "What's up?" The same meaning, different wording. That's how I understand what Ahruf is. So it's like a Bible translations, sort of. Different wording, the same meaning, the same message. So what is Qiraat? Qiraat is how you recite it. That means how you sing it. Because even 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 there when the call to prayer, even the call to prayer, they have to sing it, right? So the recitation of the Quran is like a song without music. The problem with this ahruf, what makes it difficult is because during the time of Prophet Muhammad, there's no harakat, there's no taskil, there's no vowels either. It's like the Arabic is very bare. So sometimes you do not know what, because it can mean different thing now. Like imagine if like there's a two letter D in English, DN, DNN, two letters, DNN. So DN. So is it like DONE, done, which is finished, or and then some people will read it as dine, DINE. So two becoming very different, uh, two have different, very different meaning, and this is problematic. This what That's why Islam is very messy. A guy, there was a guy, his name is Abu al Aswad ad Duali. He was the father of Arabic grammar because he he actually introduced the diacritics, consonant, consonant or and vowel marking, so they will understand how actually the word sounds. Because let's say if it's done and dune, it, the two have different meanings, right? But let's say if they have diacritics, so now they know whether it's done or done, for example, so they know which one is which. And later on, in the 8th century, a guy, another guy, his name is Al Khalil ibn Ahmad al Farahidi. He make it better. He made a standard harakat, vowel marks in Arabic script. But before that, there's nothing. There was nothing before that. And even Adwali, as you can see, he was born in year 603. So during the time of Muhammad, actually, there's not yet a diacritics. They did not have that. All we know is the diacritics came after the death of Muhammad. Now regarding the Qiraat, when you go online, you can see this Mutawatir Qiraat and Masrur Qiraat. People believe there are 10 Qiraats, and then 7 of them canonized, and the 3 out. You know, there's like the Bible, right? Or let's say when the church decided which gospel goes in, the Gospel of Thomas is out. I know Muslims complain about that, but they don't understand. In their own religion, there are 3 Qiraat out, only 7 canonized. And actually, this is what they they accept the 10 Qiraat. Actually, there are dozens of Qiraat, more than 10. So, how 7 Qiraat now became canonized? This is with the help of a person called Abu Bakr ibn Mujahid. He was born in year 860, 228 years after the death of Muhammad. And he decided these 7 Qiraat are the good ones, are acceptable, canonized. And the Qiraat, the 7 Qiraat, Nafi, for example, he died in year 785. Ibn Kathir, this is not Ibn Kathir the Tafsir, this is Ibn Kathir Qiraat, two different people. He died in year 737. Abu Amir, he died in year 762. Just a reminder, Muhammad died in year 632. So all of them over 100 years minimum after the death of Muhammad. And I don't know um, on what base the Qiraat is canonized. A Qiraat is canonized. Of course, we don't know, and nobody knows actually, because as you can see, Al Kistai, for example, this is the most acceptable Qiraat. This is like Hafs, and Asim, the one who died in year 744, this person he did not accept Qiraat from Abdullah ibn Masud. This is so funny. In Bukhari 4999, Ibn Masud is one of the four people should learn Quran from. This guy, he didn't accept Abdullah ibn Masud. I don't know why. We don't know why. So Qiraat is the way people sing it. Ahruf is the wording. That's how I understand Qiraat and Ahruf. And these two helping us destroying Islam. Unfortunately for Muslims, fortunately for non-Muslims. As you can see here, oh, there you go. Most Muslim countries have adopted the Quran with Hafs account of Asim. Let me show you Asim. His name is Asim ibn Abi al-Najud. If you read it from here, despite being from Kufa, Asim reading was not popular there at first. Unlike most reciters in Kufa, he did not accept the pre-Uthmanic style of Quran written by the companion of the Prophet Abdullah ibn Masud. This is very strange. Let us continue a little bit. Most of the people of Kufa continued reciting based on that style, Abdullah ibn Masud, for a period even after the Uthmanic version became canon. So most people in Kufa, they recite based on Quran written by Abdullah ibn Masud, even after Uthman gave them a new copy. A new copy given by Uthman is not from Abdullah ibn Masud. And one thing is for sure, the Quran Uthman borrowed from Hafsa is not based on any of the four people mentioned by Muhammad. So Uthmanic Quran is not from these four. That's for sure. It's not from Salim. It's not from Muad ibn Jabal or Ubay ibn Ka'b. Anyway, that's all from me for tonight. I hope this information will give you some extra knowledge. Whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, God bless you all. Have a nice life.